Hello, you are listening to Sacred Rebel Radio with Yolanda Shoshana, and I'm your host, Yolanda Shoshana, but you can call me Shoshi. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode number 3. I'm having a little coffee. It's a wonderful Sunday in New York City. We finally have warm weather. Happy dance. I do a cartwheel, but I might end up in the hospital. I haven't done a cartwheel in so long. As you know, I love Sundays. It's my favorite day of the week, which is why I love spending some time with you on Sundays. I'm sipping a little bit of coffee. I've had a very wonderful, relaxed weekend. If you follow me, you know that I love my weekends. I actually prefer being at home over the weekend because I'm so busy during the week, running around during readings and meetings and what have you, that I just like to be home on the weekend, especially on Friday night. It's like my downtime. It's my download day, I like to call it. And the rest of the weekend, I like to chill, like do movies and brunches and all that good stuff. So, today is a brunch day. Yay. So, how was your week? I hope everything is going well and wonderful with you. I love hearing from you, so keep all that coming in. Today I start my Reiki healing, so hopefully you've signed up. I send the healing out at 8:00, and you can put in your Reiki healing wish so that I can incorporate that into the healing as well. If you don't know that much about Reiki, it's a beautiful healing power. I think I'm going to write something up about Reiki. That way, for those of you who don't know, you can find out more. But it originated like in Japan, and I'm going to write something. That way you can, read the information. It's wonderful. It's like a universal healing, so I don't have to be in the same room with you. I do different types of healings anyway with my clients, like spirit guide healings and angel healings, and Reiki is one of my favorite. When I make product, I always put Reiki energy and things. It's just filled with so much love and light, and that's how I like to rock it. So that's going out tonight at 8:00. I'll do another one next week as well, so if you missed this one, you'll be able to sign up. And I'm putting the sign-up sheets in my newsletter. I'm also going to start putting it on my Facebook page, not my fan page. I keep going back and forth with whether or not I want to use my Facebook fan page, and I think I'm finally going to let that go. I'm just not a Facebook fan page kind of gal. I'm going to put it on my regular page, and if we're not friends, you can still follow me on my page. To me, it's more intimate, and then I'm able to really see you. The fan pages to me feel so far away, and I don't like that. I like actually being able to be in contact with you, and I like to see what's going on in your life as well. Because that helps me know, what to talk about and where people are at, because it's a vibration. So you'll be able to find that in multiple places. And all that good stuff. So, I said last week that I wanted to talk about Daredevil because I stayed up watching Daredevil, and I'd stayed up till 4 a.m. and I really love the show. A lot of people are loving it, and then some people are like, meh, but I love it. And the reason why I love it is because, there is all the characters in the show. And like I said, especially with comics, it's like man versus self a lot in the comic world, and Daredevil is definitely that type of a piece. But it's also important to look at people's intentions, and I think this show is so good because normally as people in society, they judge people, whether it's their comments on Facebook or pictures on Instagram. People think they know what's going on in someone's life, but in reality, that's just a caption. People are telling you what they want to tell you. And also you're just forming an opinion because you see something or you think X, Y, and Z, when somebody could be hiding very valuable information, something that you just may not know. Like this week, that happened to me. Like somebody made comments about me and what they think they know about my life, when in fact I share very little about my life on on social media, I share what I want to share. But my personal life and my love life are completely off limits. And it would really shock some people who I'm with, because they don't know, and they don't know the type of opulent lifestyle that I actually get to lead. They think they know by what they see and by what I make comments about. And it's because that's what I choose to share. So you never know. You also never know if someone's in pain, or, there are the people that brag a lot on these social media things. And I always say it's the people that protest so much and brag a lot. They're the ones who normally are the least happy, and a lot of it is false. So, because they say that people compare themselves to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people and just live your life, because you really don't know what's going on with someone. So that's why I love Daredevil, because everybody's got their secrets in this freaking show, but they're doing what they think is best. And that is something that I think, if you remember as we go through the day, because, society has become so much about self, and people's heads are so in their phones and online that when something happens, say, you have a job that you don't like, or you have a job and you think your boss is like mean and nasty, and maybe they are. But normally there's a cause for that. It's not just because they don't like you per se. Maybe they're unhappy at home, or maybe you remind them of the person that came and stole their husband, or who knows. The verity in that is so, it's just why, like, you just don't know why somebody is coming at you a particular way. And I'm not saying to be a rug to be walked on. However, what that can allow you to do is go through life happier and not allow that to affect you. Don't allow what someone has to say about you to affect you. I don't really give a fuck what anybody has to say about me or what they think they know about me, because my truth is mine. So if you allow your truth to be the thing that carries you and takes you through the world, you're going to be in a much happier place. And what somebody has to say is what they have to say, which is what I love about Daredevil. While they all have their own secrets and they think they're doing what's best, they have their truth that they are doing their best to fulfill. And when someone tells them no, not to do something, they're like, no, this is what I have to do because this is who I am. So that's why I love this show. If you get a chance and you haven't seen it, check it out, because everybody is just trying to be happy and do what they have to do to get through the world. And a lot of times people sacrifice. And that, I have said repeatedly, I do not like that word sacrifice, because I think it's BS. People believe they have to sacrifice, and I say that in quotes, or they because someone has told them that they have to, or somewhere along the way they picked up an idea that they have to. What is that about? If you want something and it is a difficult time, or you're finding it hard to get what you want, maybe it's just about you going in a different direction about getting it. Or maybe you need a different support system, a support system that believes in you and helps you through it, which is also a part of Daredevil. Everybody's trying to do what they're trying to do, and they're trying to do it solo. And then they all realize that they need help. You don't have to do everything alone. However, if you find that you can't find the people that are supporting you, it's just time to empty your life of the naysayers, and then the naysayers will show up, because once you get rid of something, something always comes in to replace it. So check out Daredevil, and this is in general of comics as well, even the Spider-Mans and the Batmans. Like, I finally saw The Dark Knight Rises, excuse me. And it's about the intention and why are you doing what you're doing. It's because of love for something. It's because of passion for something. And I think that's why comic books and these superhero stories are really taking people, taking the movie world and the TV world by storm. Yes, it's taking us to a different world, but it's also about motivation and being able to kick ass. And we all just want to kick ass in the world. So that's that. So I have questions once again from people. Keep sending those questions in. I love them, love them, love them. This is more of a clairvoyant point of view, clairvoyant/advice point of view. My first one is from Jenny from the Bronx. Jenny, as in J-Lo, is that you? Dun, dun. Jenny feels lost and she wants to know if I have any advice for her on the feeling lost. Now, this is very general. You know, I always find when people feel lost, they're listening to too much noise. So downplay that noise. Maybe, stop looking to everyone else for what you should do. Stop asking all your friends, which direction they think is best for you. Stop asking your parents. Just take a moment and take deep breath and sit and listen to what your soul is telling you. Your soul is speaking to you. Your soul is always speaking to you, but at times all that noise is what comes into play, and it makes it hard to listen. So just take some time and listen to what yourself has to say, because there is information coming out, and I see it. Your chakras look a little bit jumbled, which is what's causing all that. Lots of cross signals, but just take time to be, and you will find yourself. Stop asking other people's opinions and listen. And I also would recommend, if you don't journal, to start journaling. I see that you like to write. Just start writing down your thoughts and your feelings. That way you can revisit it and see where how far you've come. I would recommend that for a month. Just start writing things down today, tomorrow, and start writing for a month, and then you'll start to see a pattern. And maybe aha moments will come out of it, but you'll start to know where you are and where you're going and all that good stuff. I hope that helps. If you need more, get in touch. All right. The next question is from Spain. Hola, papi. Actually, hola, mommy. It is from Bethany in Spain. She wants to move to New York, and she wants to know if she should. Well, I always recommend for anybody to move to New York. Actually, that's not true. New York is not for everybody, but you should try it at least once, right? It's a magical city. You look very tired of Spain. It looks like you're actually from the United States anyway. More like California-ish. I see California for some reason. Should you move to New York? So it would be a good move if you do move here. It looks like you're a journalist, writer type, which it looks like it's a company thing that you would have that opportunity. Yes, check it out. You look like you're trying to run from something, though. So I will say this, like a person, as in love. If it's about running away from someone, then handle your business, girl. Because no matter where you live, this will still be an issue. But if it's about really creating a new start and possibly finding love someplace else and creating a new life, then yes. New York looks good. New York looks good anyway. So definitely see how you can do that, how you can make it happen. And it looks like it'd be an easy transition. You might end up missing Spain, possibly for the reason I said, but definitely, see what New York can bring to you, but handle your business with this person. It does not look over. It looks confusing. They cannot give you what you desire at this point in time. Doesn't mean they won't be able to in the future. I'm not saying that that's what is going to happen, but they know how awesome you are. I'll leave it that way. Let me know how that goes for you. And if you need any help coming to New York, drop me a line. Someone helped me when I first got here, so I love to return the favor. So the next question is from Christy. Christy didn't tell me where she was from. It's all good. Hey, Christy. You look like a lovely blonde lady. How do I have more happiness in my life? I feel down all the time. Yeah. Well, you look like you're very sensitive to energy. Like you pick up other people's energy and you hold on to it like you're the rock for your friends and your family. And that's a lot. That's a lot to put on yourself. So, I actually, because I knew I was going to be doing this question, I sent out a happiness spell today. I have a happiness spell on my website. And definitely go pick that up, and you can find it on Twitter and Facebook and everything. While the spell is great because it helps you put your words and your intention out into the universe. The most important ingredient in a spell is the intent. So saying words and putting intent can help you really bring in and conjure up more happiness. And learn how to not hold on to other people's stuff. That stuff doesn't belong to you. You want to be happy, so allow yourself to be happy. Just because your friend is sad, it doesn't mean you have to be sad too. Just because someone in your family is sad, it doesn't mean you have to be sad too. You don't have to take on the world and everything else. You've got your own journey. So allow yourself to have fun with your journey and to enjoy life. A great way to do this, because you carry a lot of this in your second chakra and your heart chakra, is, like I've said, I call it the dump of the day. At the end of the day, always make sure you check in with yourself to see how you're feeling and dump all that negativity before you go to bed. Because what you take to bed is kind of like what you dream about and what carries on to the next day. So do a dump. Just dump it all. It's not yours. Know that you desire happiness and have happy quotes around, happy thoughts around, because that's going to help you and keep happiness on the forefront. So I wish you all the happiness in the world, Ladybug. So if you have a question or a comment, feel free to write me. Next show, I think I'm going to pull out the Sacred Rebel cards. I said that last week, but next week I will do readings for Sacred Rebel with the Sacred Rebel cards. So send in, specific questions if you have and you want a reading with an oracle deck. I love my decks. I got a great deck from India. You all are going to get so tired of me saying that because I've been telling everybody and posting it. It's so gorgeous. It's a tarot deck with Indian mythology. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so divine. Like, I feel it when I touch it. I've gotten so many new decks lately. I have one more on the way, and then I'm done for a little while. I call myself a tarot collector. That way it doesn't look like I am like losing it, because I feel like I've just been getting like new decks every week. But if there's a deck that you think I should have, tell me. If you're a tarot deck creator and your deck is awesome sauce, because independent tarot deck creators put so much love into their decks, and I can see it. But I don't respond to every deck, of course. But when I find one that I want, I get it. But this deck was sent from India. It's really hot. So my reading this week is with the tarot, the Sweet Twilight, and it's a funky, cool deck, and it's a body, mind, spirit, soul reading. This is my reading that I do on YouTube every week. So definitely check in and see what's going on with the body, mind, and spirit, so that you can, be whole and move forward on, whole. Because sometimes it's hard to feel together and to have your body, mind, and your spirit in sync and in line, because when one is off, everything's off. Because if you're sick, you can't really think very well, and if you want to do something, it's hard to do. If you have a challenge mentally, you're not kind of really there, and spiritually, if you're off your whole game. So it's just, I love doing the body, mind, spirit reading, because it just helps to align and helps with some really goodness. And I think the reading is very powerful this week. So check it out. And, depending on when you listen to this broadcast, you can still check it out. I'll make sure I add the link so that you can just click and see what it is. I do a reading every week on my YouTube channel, so you can subscribe and get a new reading every week. The reading is for who needs it. I channel information, I see what message needs to go out, and then I pull, and I allow the deck to call to me. Like the Sweet Twilight deck was like, this week, I am your deck. I was like, okay. It was yelling at me, so I answered the call. So that's kind of how I do it. I channel my readings, and whoever needs it, needs it. And I do readings on my Instagram as well, too, almost every day, mainly Monday through Friday. Like every once in a while on the weekend, I'll pull a card, but I normally try to do a reading every day. So if you need a little love juice or soul food during the week, Monday through Friday, find me on Instagram. I'm under Shoshi, SHOSHI. I love when people respond and they're like, I'm talking, to them, and I'm talking to who needs it. That's what that is about. And I also have a new magic video out, my vlog. I talk about destiny this week, and destiny is a big question when people come to me for readings. Destiny, love, money. But people want to know if stuff is destined and if it's really going to happen and all that. And, yes and no, like I say in the video. Destiny is such an amazing thing. Don't forget that you are co-creating and conjuring with the universe every minute of the day. And what you're throwing out is what comes back to you. So just keep that in mind as you try to stay aligned in your life and with what you are doing and with what you want. If you're confused and you don't know what you want, it's all good. Put a pause on things, but just remember to stay positive. As long as you stay positive, it's all good. Because being in a state of confusion is not a bad thing. At times it's a good thing because that means change is coming and a change that's needed. And that means possibly you're letting go of something energy-wise or a person, place, or a thing that you don't need anymore. So allow that confusion to be your best friend. And allow that to be a part of your destiny. You don't have to have it all figured out, and you don't have to know how you're going to accomplish something. You just have to know that that's what you want. So just put the pause on making major decisions, but stay in the positive and know that everything is working out for the best, because it is. If you have those thoughts, then good things will happen. But if you are confused and you're negative and you're like, oh my God, this is as good as it gets and life is never going to get any better. Boo fucking who, that story, which a lot of people love to live in. Then of course bad things are going to happen. And of course you're going to feel like you're spinning your wheels, but there's no reason that you're spinning your wheels, because the energy is always moving. You're never stuck. You always can go back in there and shape things the way that you want them, which is what I love about destiny. So you can change your destiny at any time. So that is good and that is bad. But like I say, you can't make someone love you and you can't make someone do something, because they are also in charge of their own destiny. And that's where it gets to be frustrating for some people. But know that at the end of the day and as you go on your journey, wonderful things are happening to you and for you, and can happen for you no matter what someone else is doing. You are in control of your destiny. Somebody else's words, they don't control your destiny, honey. You do. Just keep that in mind and you'll stay aligned. So I believe that's all I have for you this week. I just thank you so much for your kind words, and that you are listening to the show, and that you're stopping in and tuning in and all that good stuff. I started doing hangouts. I'm popping up hangouts whenever I can. The Google Hangout. I love Google Hangouts. They're fun because, just talk. I talk to the camera. So I started doing those. So you can find those as well on my YouTube channel. Just subscribe to my channel and then you'll know what's up. And all that good stuff. And I also mentioned in my Hangout, because my Hangout is about me summing up what's going on my blog and all the good stuff. There are some love strategies on my blog that you might want to check out if you're looking for love, and a lot of people are, that I think can help you, stay focused on finding who you are looking for, because the one you're looking for is definitely looking for you. It may not feel like it sometimes, but they are. And like I say, it only takes one person to come along and change your life and give you the love that you deserve, because you do deserve amazing love. You don't have to settle. I have a lot of people that have come to me that have settled, or I know people that have settled, and I'm like, if that works for you, great. But the most important decision you'll ever make is who you sleep next to. So just choose wisely. So have a great week. May it be filled with magic and the supernatural and all that good stuff. If you want to schedule a reading with me, a sacred rebel reading or a clairvoyant reading or a healing, get in touch. You can write me at yolandashoshana.com. It's on my website as well. Don't forget to tune into my reading for the week, just because you might need a little something to get you through. And sign up for my newsletter and all that jazz. And don't forget Reiki healings. Reiki healings are starting, and it's just beautiful. And you may not feel the Reiki right away, and you might. It just depends. But it will help you out, and it'll get you a little bit more aligned with everything. And I wish you much love and joy. And as I say in my readings, may the road rise to meet you. If you're willing, it shall. And until next time, peace, love, and lots of soul. Bye. Oh, and you can find me at yolandashoshana.com. Talk to you next Sunday.